picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, McCarthy rolling to his right. And his first pass is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll change things up. Here's Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And partner, on that interception, I mean, it looked pretty clear what they were trying to do. Just send 4 guys down the field and try to make a big play out of it.
Brandon, they might as well put all 4 of them in sprinters blocks and fired the starter's pistol and just said go and took a shot. Didn't pan out for them, but they were
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. picked off by Boye Mafe. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing is McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. Caught, it's Wilson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To the air with McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done. Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot. And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
70 range, 70 range.
Working out of the gun, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Fights him off, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Bears hit 9 and 2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Here we go, set. Check go.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, Williams. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw, it's Williams. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to throw now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Got a man here. It's Wilson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Come 19! Come 19! Let's go! Ready?
Looking to throw is Williams. Being chased out left. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Come on, set!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man here is Scott, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Ready! Ready!
Looking to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Ready, ready, go!
They will run straight ahead with Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Set up! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Ready, ready?
Back to throw. Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll run here with Herbert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, Shaq!
They will run it with Swift here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
On play action, McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now, potentially, a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Three quarters have come and gone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Scott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Williams. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The Bears lined up for the 2-point conversion.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now 2nd and 9. Throwing is McCarthy. Brought in by Wheaton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. From the gun, here's Swift. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To the air, Williams. Open man down the field, that's Adunze. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look. They'll go. Here's Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Finding Watkins. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Here's McCarthy. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Come on, set.
Here's a handoff to Swift. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown. And here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50. But that one falls incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Chicago, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.